My friends, I've made a decision. In fact, I've made several decisions. We're going to play a level of Slay. Look, there's loads of trees here. Let's click one of the ones in the middle. That looks like an interesting island. And we're going to play with these colours, because I always get comments about people who are colourblind struggling with the game a little bit. That is really, really colourful, and it is going to take my brain a moment to remember that I am now red and not the bright green. So let's jump into this and let's talk about the other decisions I've made as well. I was kind of thinking about bringing this back as a bit of a series again, but I think in reality what I want to do is just play this on occasion, like once in a while, just bring it back out again here on the channel, remind people of what it is for new subscribers who find the look of it interesting and whatnot. And so this will actually be the last one for now. Maybe we'll resurrect it again later this year or next year. So Slay's just going to be like this occasional thing that happens on my channel. And then you'll be able to see the progress of the series as well, or more so my playthrough, as more and more of those little islands are going to get knocked off. And then maybe one day in the far and distant future we actually get to a point where then we are trying to like do the very last few. That would be a really cool place to get to. So anyway, I'm just doing the basic opening moves here, just protecting pieces as we go. This is the spot. This is absolutely the spot, because we can come around the corner here. Now, what I'm thinking is that it's going to be easy to take a few pieces. That guy right there is going to be the biggest troublemaker. So we have to take them out in a move. That is going to very nicely cover a lot of space there, and I think I might be wise to keep it all together and protect the space and not move that one. Yeah, we're going to go cautious here. Now, I could go down and sort of leave this a little spread out. Sometimes when you got bits of land like this, it's kind of a good idea just to head towards another bit of land that you've got, like we can get that there as well. So I think this is it over here, and there isn't like another grouping that's going to head towards that. Apparently oh yeah, we've got the one guy there, that's the guy. Oh, and I figured out the mystery of the sounds, the game sounds. I turned them off. They're usually a bit loud and obnoxious, and I end up trying to do other stuff, right? Okay, so now we have the money in which to take out this, and it's always a good idea to take out ones that are nearby your territory. I don't think I want to leave it around for too long. We definitely want to put one over here, and that will protect that if this bit gets cut off. So now I think we want to have you up there, and it's this guy that we're then going to have to attack next. So we kind of need to secure this area and then quickly attack the pink one. Okay, around here we're just going to bolster up the immediate area. This one's not really going to have a move to make, so it'll protect that area. And then this one's going to take another tile and might lose a tile and hopefully head in the right direction. We're stuck over there, and here we have the means to make an extra unit. What I'm going to do is be aggressive and take out that one and hope that the other one doesn't try and chip away at my territory. And now we're left with 3 pieces that have got nowhere to move. We'll bump you up there, and we're probably going to end up in last place. That is what I predict. Nope, orange is a little bit behind us. And look, we got cut off down here, right? I was expecting this. Now, that move will hopefully shield us a little bit. Got to make some very important decisions now. I think it might be wise to double up here and get aggressive quickly. It's gonna be interesting, because this is our best shot, yet we got this pink one like right up against us. Anyways, I think the move here is pretty clear, that we shall do that and connect to this bit and then put an extra unit there. So we've got a nice little clump. Can you move down? No, not quite. I could perhaps move you there, but I think that one's going to get aggressive. Look at all those units. It's going to be upgrading. Let's go there and chop out that capital and hopefully take a couple of tiles. So the other teams are progressing pretty well at the moment. Yeah, we've got the one up the top, and it's this bit over here, and I'm not entirely confident. Where's the other one then? Oh, down in the bottom. Got it. Right. Always double, triple check, right? So, I don't think it's going to be aggressive back. Yeah, because we've sort of shielded it a bit. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is stop these trees spreading down here. We have enough to buy one more unit. I think what I'm going to do is take out its unit. No, we've got to get the tree. It's going to be able to cut us off real easy if I don't play this right. So I think I'm kind of forced to make that move down there and then come back here and sort of protect some of this land. But we are making aggressive moves. If we can just secure most of that frontier, we're going to be good. Now this looks interesting. I'll put you there, that one here, protect you in that spot, and then we'll expand like so. So we might get something going in the middle. And then it's this one. We get to take out the aggressor nearby, and next time we'll have money for another unit. We're going to chuck you right there and then worm our way down on top of these other tiles. Excellent. So, you know, like this one here is slowly growing. We can be aggressive from the top, which might aid us in the long run. Apparently, I've still got one that can move. It's the one down the bottom left. Right, I'm starting to feel confident, and I'm just noticing I'm in the lead here. So this is one of those ones where perhaps I'm going to do this. That was a really strong move from Pink over here. They're going to put in their flag in the land and say, no, this is ours. So how do we fight back? Because they just put down 2 castles in one move. I think I might have to retreat a little bit and sort of try and consolidate the land. Therefore, protect the entrance here, get rid of the trees, and just kind of hope that something works out there. This now looks like our best case. And if we just look at where the neighbors are, we should take out the weaker ones first, I think, and then move downwards. But I'm actually going to move in this direction because we can link up with this bottom one that's slowly been getting some money together. Now this neighbor here just died as well. So let's put you there. And then you take out that capital, so there's no threat coming from there. And up the top, we'll take out yellow this time. And that's it. That's our move. Dang, interesting. It looks like this might be the place where we make some progress. Orange has moved in on us. Green has moved in on us. All kind of a little bit predictable there. And now it's a little trickier to get across down to this one. However, we could play it like that, which is kind of risky, and then we need these ones to come back and make some progress in these areas. So I'm going to leave you there and sort of back off. I could put a castle down. Let's put a castle up here. And now I'm really sort of forced to make more of these than I'd like to. So that's the move I'm going to make. And hopefully we don't get cut off there. If we do, it's not too catastrophic. I think we need to... This yellow one here needs to be toned down a little bit. Let's now move you over to that spot. And then we've got to make this move. So over here we aggressively lost some territory. However, that has made them vulnerable. And these are the sorts of moves, that we are going to have to make. So the trick there was probably to use a couple extra units to really cut it all up and then protect all the units that have done that. And that is every unit on the map of ours moved. And we are well and truly in the lead, but it's not over yet. Remember I talk about the tipping point? I feel like that's coming. So this green one here has got quite a big patch, and it's going to be some work to protect it. I'm going to put you there and there. We can get one more unit, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So they're sort of protecting. You know how I like to place units. I always like to make their ability to take out a capital really count. And what I would have liked to have seen there was for me to follow up with this unit coming in. Now, I can't really put it anywhere and then make use of another one of these, so I think we're going to double up on 2 fronts. We're going to protect ourselves from green by doing that as we aggressively expand. Up the top here, it's probably time to drop back. Oh no, maybe not actually. Maybe I want to keep being aggressive here. I think I'm going to be aggressive like that, because this isn't then going to attack this way, and then we protect those 2 tiles, so we're keeping that under control. Over here, that worked out really well, but we've got to protect our borders. I'm going to do so by dropping you back, and then I think I will... I am going to be aggressive up the top and take out a unit, and then down here I'm just going to drop you back, and one more there. Cool, that's our move. We're kind of winning on all fronts. It didn't look like it would be one of those levels early on, I got to admit. Now look, there is a baron on the map in the form of orange, and that is a good signal for us to be aggressive. However, look at how many castles there are around our borders. We would need to get a baron to be aggressive at this point, and just looking at the moves on the border, we need to stop those from spreading, and then we kind of need a baron, so let's go and cut this bit of territory off. And then I'm not really sure where to go from there. I think maybe heading in this direction now makes a little more sense. We'll put you there, ready to squash that one next turn. Bring you back over here. I'm going to put one of these down in this area to stop those from slowly expanding. And look at that, what a terrible move you've just made. Now, green is being aggressive towards us, so I'm going to drop this one back a little bit in the hopes of keeping them both alive. Over on this side, how has it happened? We kept all of our units. We kind of need a Baron now, and so we need to strike at a weak spot, and I think that'll probably be right there. And then we need to find a place to place these other units, and it's only there really that I can go. So I'm going to put them there and there and protect, and we're not going to put another unit down. Up the top here, this one's been doing fantastically well, and we have earned ourselves a little bit of defense. It might cut, actually it could, that's left me rather vulnerable there. With two moves it could completely cut me off. So let's actually play that slightly different. We'll retreat a little bit, and they'll probably take a couple of tiles. Oh, and oh yeah, that's right. Okay, yes, excellent. Next turn. Next turn. Alright, so now the weak spot that I'm striking at isn't quite as weak. They've now got a Baron, which I would therefore like to be able to take out something up the top here, but this is the cut-off point, so we're going to have to make it as small a territory up the top as we can, and that's the way that we'll do that. We'll drop this one in behind there, and I think we're actually going to go ahead and put a castle on that spot just to protect our lower side. Okay, we cut off orange, and I think what we should do is cut off orange again, but this time just simply going to aggravate it, and it's probably going to come back and take that back. Then in terms of what's going on over here, we could kind of be aggressive in any direction really, but I think it makes sense to link up over here, and that will really swing things in our favour. So those are the last couple of moves I'm making there. Back here we are going to put you there. Doesn't really make sense to be aggressive in any direction here, so I'm going to protect our border, put down an extra unit, and then up the top they didn't come back. I think we're going to go... We could really like do a number on ourselves if they decide to cut back in up top. But I think we have to play a big risk game right there and just see what happens. Also, we're doing good just about everywhere else, so it shouldn't be too much of a bother. I think we got this one. I think it's just a matter of making all of our moves count. So now, obviously, we want to go in this direction. It had enough money in the bank to keep it going, so it's come back. That's fine. I'm going to protect that border there. And now with this, I'm going to start to cut in. And we need 2 units. Kind of need a double. And then a single. And that's all been hooked up. This is kind of weak though, so let's knock out the other units nearby. And I think that's my move. One big continent there. We also want to do the same thing going down in this direction. So I could play it... rather risky. I don't know what it's going to do here, but if we do that, we get a connection back. And I think I'll put that one there to kind of protect the whole thing. Oh yeah, and then up the top, right, so it cut back on us. Now, here's the interesting thing. Look at how many units it's got up there. That might just kill them. And if it does, that's a really great roll of the dice. If not, we've got everything else connected. Who can still move? Oh, that guy, yes, okay. That guy over there. Right, that's... oh, no, look, they made it up the top. That's fine. But I reckon now that this one's been taken care of, that was kind of our biggest threat. We're going to chalk up the territory by chopping it up into smaller bits. Then we're going to get these ones out into places they can be a little bit more effective, perhaps. I'll put you there to protect those ones. Kind of going to bring this one over here to chop off that orange one into a small spot. Let's make sure that one doesn't come back. Don't want the tree spreading. Yeah, I'm going to end up with a few of these ones, just putting them in places where they're not really making use of their ability to stomp on other units, right? We'll put one down here. And, maybe just one more out there. Okay, and that's it. And we lost all the stuff up the top with the roll of the dice. But it slowed down yellow in the process. In fact, it's the turn after that yellow lost all of its units. Dang. Right, and now I think our biggest threat here is probably orange. So we're going to make a punch through its border. Like so. And just make sure that that one is over next turn. Put those in here. Stop that one having any chance of bringing in some units. Okay, down here we're going to Move into this space somewhat. Aha! Down here is where we kind of need one of these, because green's getting aggressive too. Where am I going to put this double? I guess we can have one there. Well, let's actually move in on green a little bit more, down in that space. I'm going to put one next to you. And you know what, peeps? It's pretty obvious we run at one at this point, but it's just... Oh, and there you go. Well, actually, before we accept the surrender... Oh, I see. I was about to say, we do have a couple of weak spots. Like right here, they successfully identified a weak spot, but not cut us off. This is just something any enemy AI, I don't think it really has the ability to see stuff like that. But we'll get the surrender on this one. What I wanted to do there was just take a step back and point out that there were some weak spots. Like here, again, orange might have been able to sort of strike back a little bit. But it ain't going to happen. We're going to cut them off there. We could probably move through and cut off yellow as well. And these sorts of moves really do hamper it from making any moves back. Okay, let's bring you in. Just bolster up this a little bit. I mean, we've pretty much got this because it's probably going to offer us another surrender, right? No, didn't offer us another surrender. It might not now offer us another surrender until the game is fully over. So we better just kind of like steamroll our way through this now. I'm going to stop thinking too much and just start placing a little bit more, right? Speedy kind of play now. And we'll burn our way up there to connect back to that one. Might even be able to reconnect with some stuff going on up here. Awesome. Okay. Got a few more here that can be placed. I think we're going to need more of these ones if we're going to make some big moves. Put that over there. Knock that one out, and then there we go. Right, surrender. Nope. I think we're playing it to the end, peeps. I think we're playing this one all the way to the end. We have to crush them now. Maybe that's what I'll call the video. Crush the enemy. Something like that. Alright, let's bring you down there. We gotta show this one a lesson, I think. Gotta knock out its funds, cut its territory across the border. We can get kind of crazy now. We've got the resources. We've got the map on lockdown. Okay, I think we'll head towards... Oh, actually, let's undo that because we put it there. Then we can go there. We can also crush the capital. Do I have any other units lying around that can move? I don't, so now we're just filling them in like that, end the turn. Yeah, it doesn't offer the surrender again. I kind of vaguely remember doing that in the past, you know, experimenting. What happens if I don't accept the surrender? And then playing the game all the way to the end. Which you can see being played out right now. I will, in fact, keep this video going just so we can confirm they're not going to surrender again. And it might take me a little bit of time. So one thing about this game is that there's always that point where you kind of know you've won. Obviously, we're there. And sometimes before they offer the surrender, you kind of know it for a while. And it takes a lot of time to move all of your pieces around on this board. And that is like a flaw with the game, I think. It'd be good if it had a bit more of a robust AI and maybe made the end of the game a little bit more interesting. Oh, and another thing just crossed my mind. That rather than trying to take out every single tile, you probably just need to take out all the capitals, because after that they can't move, right? And I think that's all of our units. Oh, and it did offer another surrender. And we've won the game. What a beautiful thing. Peeps, that's it. That'll be it from me for a while. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'm sure you'll see some Slay again many months in the future. Bye-bye.